Since the early 1990s, comparative literature as a discipline has been trying to change in response to multiculturalism and cultural studies. At the same time, area studies focused on understanding specific world regions has also been shifting, especially with the rise of globalization, migration, and media. But these shifts have often left literature behind, focusing on culture and politics. Spivak questions whether simply combining comparative literature with cultural or ethnic studies is enough. She believes that such combinations often ignore deep language learning and detailed literary study, reducing everything to general ideas about culture. She argues that both comparative literature and area studies came from political contexts. Area studies grew during the Cold War to help the US government understand other regions. Comparative literature was shaped by European intellectuals escaping war and dictatorship. Today, she sees a need to rethink these fields so that they can respond better to our changing world. Comparative literature must expand beyond Europe and include the languages and literatures of the global south. She emphasizes the importance of truly learning languages, not just studying them from distance through translation or simplified views. Many programs still focus mainly on European texts, and while English has become dominant, this should not mean we ignore other languages. She emphasizes the value of studying literature in its original form with attention to idioms, context, and meaning. She shares personal experiences to highlight how the field often resists true global inclusion. When she once proposed including Indian languages in a European literary project, she was dismissed. This shows how the discipline often claims to be global but actually stays Eurocentric. Spivak urges a new comparative literature that includes voices and texts usually excluded. She believes that to truly engage with global literatures, we must go beyond treating languages from the global south as secondary and merely practical tools. They must be recognized as rich carriers of meaning and culture. She warns against the easy path of using translation or simplified teaching methods. Instead, real learning must include deep understanding of other languages and traditions. She is also concerned about how globalization is shaping education. Students in many countries now learn about world literature through English translations created by United States. This can lead to a narrow, controlled view of the world. She suggests comparative literature should challenge this trend by embracing linguistic complexity and cultural depth. She encourages teachers and students to be open to discomfort, effort, and long term commitment in learning. Literature helps us imagine the lives of others. By learning other languages and truly reading other cultures, comparative literature can help build understanding across borders, not just as a political act, but as a human one. This is the kind of work that can keep the discipline alive in a changing world.